So today there's about 1/3 of the world population that is going to be impacted by a brain condition in their lifetime. You're talking about epilepsy, Alzheimer, Parkinson, addiction, depression, etc. We have seen for decades that drugs are not working. No one has heard of a pill that you can simply take to cure the disease. The medically proven best option today for many epileptic patients that are refractory to medication is to get part of the brain resected. Now, to define which part of the brain needs to be resected, we can map where do the seizures start, but also where they propagate. In clinical practice, people are using electrodes that are 6 millimeters in diameter. The result is that you're basically recording activity from thousands of neurons at the same time. There hasn't been much change for the last 20-30 years when it comes to creating electrodes that can properly record brain activity. People today are still using the old electrodes that we have been using for decades. So at the end of the day, the problem we try to solve is filling a gap where pharmacological companies have failed at providing long-term solutions for those patients. Hi, my name is Pierre Wijdenes. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Neuraura. At Neuraura, we believe in the opportunities that comes with unlocking the brain. With that, we can treat hundreds of millions of patients worldwide. So it all started in 2012 when I moved to Calgary to do my PhD in neuroengineering. My role was to try to understand how we could better record brain activity from tissue samples. Well, we tried to detect electrical activity, but the sensors were of such a poor quality that I actually had to go back to how we designed those sensors and actually build new ones in order to run my own experiments. If you think about the current sensors used in today's clinical practice, they are about 6 millimeters in diameter. When they are in contact with neurons, we are talking about thousands of neurons at the same time. Think about being in a stadium and watching a hockey game. And then suddenly there's a goal. Everyone shouts at the same time. And your girlfriend next to you is telling you something very, very important. You want to make sure you understand what she says. But you can't hear her. The result, what we do is basically providing sensors that allows you to get rid of the noise around you and only focus on the important information. Now, this is how I get to work with Dr. Dalton, who was my PhD co-supervisor. What we have done is that we have leveraged process from the semiconductor industry and actually automatized the way that we produce these sensors so they actually can be built to scale. We have developed microsensors about a quarter from the diameter of your hair that pick up very clean data at the source without any filtering. When we record activity, it's 6, maybe 8 neurons at the same time. We believe that in 5 years, our EEG monitoring system for refractory epilepsy will be collecting data from hundreds or thousands of patients. We can start to also understand how we can treat other conditions like Parkinson, Alzheimer, depression, or addiction. We need this technology, we need innovation. And even if nobody else is willing, we at Neuraura are up for the challenge.